Hey guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to show you how to make a gun in Rec Room. This can be like basically kind of like any kind of gun. I'm going to be teaching how to make like an AK-47 type of gun. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so since we're trying to make something like this. Alright, so basically what you want to do is you want to go on your watch, hit home, hit backpack, hit use on your maker pen, or if you're on VR, you can hit the favorite button and just grab it straight from your back. So next, you want to go to palette and search up. I'm gonna start with the model. So any type of model. So today's model is gonna be none other than AK-47 period. So this is what your model might be like this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this. So I'm gonna show you if your model has like a gun inside of it, delete everything that your gun has except the model. And make sure your model is not grabbable. You can do it by checking configure and then making sure that grabbable is turned off. So you wanna basically just put your gun like in a straight line. You wanna try to make it as straight as you can. Basically, so I'm just gonna try to get as straight as I can. I think that's pretty straight. Yeah, that's straight. Alright. Now, what you want to do is you want to search up, go back to palette and search up gun handle. By the way, you can just rotate your model on surface and just try to get it straight. So, gun handle, not trigger handle. Trigger handle and gun handle look the same, but they're not the same. So when you grab it, it's gonna look like this. So you want to move it as good as you can, wind up with the trigger of your model. Your gun doesn't have to have a model, but in this case, I'm trying to make it have a model. So I'm just gonna move it like right here. I'm just gonna rotate it a little more, and then you just want to try to make it as perfect as you can. And okay, there. I think that's good. And then I'm just gonna use it now. This does look really weird, but we're gonna fix that in a little bit. So just move your circuit board like a little bit over. Next, go back on your palette on your maker pen and search up projectile launcher. It's this thing. This one. Same with the gun handle. If you're using a model, make sure you put it exactly where the bullet would come from. Actually, so now what I do suggest is I suggest you move it back because the cork will come from like right here if I put it right here, and if I put it here, it's gonna come from like from about like right here. So basically, now you just wanna kind of line up your projectile launcher circuit board with your gun handle circuit board, and you want to do is you want to go on gunfire to fire in direction to direction, and projectile origin object to the projectile launcher. Now, what I suggest you do is remove all these inputs right here so it doesn't look messy. So, reload started. Just keep hitting the trash can until you have no more inputs. You can't delete this input, but like now it looks way more clean. Now for the projectile launcher, fire forward, keep deleting it. So basically, now I'm not gonna add sound, but you could add sound. I'm not gonna do sound, so I'm just gonna delete that one. Okay, now this looks way cleaner. It looks way more professional. So now that you have your gun, so now you want to go on your watch, and you know what? So next thing you want to do is you want to configure your projectile launcher, or actually model, and make sure it's on decoration. Otherwise, it will break your gun won't work. So you want to configure your projectile launcher, and I'm gonna change it to be like gray, and it doesn't matter. I'm not making it up for a PvP system, but you can if you watch my PvP tutorial. So then I suggest cork, but it doesn't really matter. Cork will give you like the best thing. I'm gonna do like about five, and then I'm just gonna make the spread means like how far apart the bullets are. I suggest you don't make it far because it will look bad. I'm gonna put it like right there. Force doesn't really matter. Oh, sound enabled. Turn it off. I mean, you know, I'm just gonna keep it on just for the purpose. But it will sound a bit weird. Now, you wanna unfreeze your gun handle and configure it. And I'm gonna do rifle two-handed. And I'm gonna set the max ammo to 35 if you're doing like a AK-47. Now, you must, if you're doing a machine gun, you must turn the continuous fire on. That means I can hold down the trigger and it'll keep shooting. Sports reload. Reload duration means like how long it will take to reload. I'm gonna put 2 seconds, and then turn off visible. Okay, if you don't have a model, if you have a model, then turn this on. That makes it invisible, and is grabbable, and then just freeze it again. Now it's invisible, so that I would grab about like right here. So now you want to go on your watch and get a clamp and connect the gold pin to the model and the projectile launcher, and then if you want you can go get an animation gizmo to make it respawn instantly, and then just automatically set it to 1 if you're doing like my short. So I'm just gonna do this real quick. Alright. Now I can connect now I can unfreeze your gun handle and connect it to the body of the clamp. Clamp, which is this, and then connect it to the animation gizmo. Now it actually works. So now if I grab it, it does work. Oh, okay, that sounds really weird. Okay, but you guys get the point. But so basically, yeah, this is how you make the gun in Rec Room, and you just grab on the model to reload it. Make sure you like and subscribe if you enjoyed that tutorial, and Newton is out!